Assalamu alaikum and hello friends, welcome back to Power BI non-text. In this session we are going to cover three different things and three different action items. One is related, you can say, with our previous video. So if you can see that we have three new columns have been added in our data set which was not available in the previous data set. So people must think that why how we can bring these newly added columns in our Power BI. If you remember in the last video, we just add a new row and just press the refresh button. So the same case goes with this time as well, as we have added this cost, price and profit column. So we will just, you can see that it is not available, but when we click the refresh button, it will come up with the newly added columns. But there is a issue. If you can see that the total amount, unit cost and unit are uh, behaving like a whole number. They are aggregated, they are shown as aggregated value. So by default Power BI apply the aggregated value on numeric values and decimal values. So these cost and price and profit are also same, but now these are added, newly added. So the the first time when we add the data set, so it by default apply these data types, not after that when we add or update or do modification. So we have to manually change it to the numeric type. So what we do, we will just select the column and we will convert it into the decimal. And this is the warning. The warning is they are asking that if we will change the data type, so we can we can lost any sort of data. So this is just a warning, nothing else, so we can easily do it. So this was our first point for the session for this video. And the second point is that if you can see, I've created a chart, a beautiful chart that is comparable with different values, and they have the axis with the month, you can see on x-axis. So now I have added three new columns for it to for the better understanding. So you know that price are eventually high values as compared with the cost and the profit. Cost is the actually, you have bought the item on which price. The price is that to sale price, you can say, and the profit is to price minus cost. Okay, so we will go and we will click the line and cluster column chart, and we will change the properties one by one to make this column more presentable and more colorful and more meaningful, you can say, or more comparable, more trendable. You can see that how trend are going. So we will put the we will just bring the, you can see that we have a date hierarchy over here, as we have already told in the older way, the previous video. So we will bring this into the shared axis. Okay, and then we will bring the price. So price is a high value, so we will bring in the column. You can see now it is coming up with the bar charts. And now we will put the profit in the line, because we need to represent in the line, and we have a cost. So you can see that these three legends are available over there with some marking, indication and color as per defined in the visual. So we will do one by one things to make it more prominent, more good. So what about the legends? So we have to make it more dark color, so, and make a big size. Okay, so we can use a line and marker, so that it will also distinguish that the profit is line and the price is a bar chart or a marker. Now x-axis, we have to make some font bigger so that it can be viewable. Now go to the y-axis, we eventually don't need a bit of thing, so we left over it. Data colors, you can identify your colors yourself by the legends. You can change the profit color to, you must can say, purple. Okay, and these lines, cost and default color is bar chart. Okay, so default color is the first color, you can say. Data labels, we need to show the data labels, and we also mark them black color. Okay, display unit done. As I said, to simply display the actual values, make font some, increase some fonts. And now shapes. Okay, we can also shade the line chart area. That is good, because we can see how piece of, you can say it's to some extent showing the percentage of the, you can say how much achieved. Stroke width is, you make it more less or more high, but I think that is good, then we can mark it lesser. Okay, so we can show it solid dash color or solid dotted color. If I make a stroke width, then you can see. Otherwise, if you want this, you can use it. Okay, now show markers. Now if you can see, when I on the show markers, it is showing the point of the value, and you can also use different shapes that are available. So maybe I can use this one and make marker size up bigger. Okay, and also you can change the title. Now we have applied different things, so a meaningful title will be good. So comparison cost, profit, and sale by month. Okay, and for a very good, you can say, title, press the enter, and for background color will be white, foreground background color will be black, and foreground will be white. Make it centralize, and uh, move, make the font size bigger. And two more things I need to identify in it. I need to show you that if I on the shadow, so it looks more good, to differentiate among different visuals if you are using on the same page. And also you can show the border, make it black color, and make it, say, 5 pixels. Okay, so if you can see that we have a border over here, but I think this is good that we can bring the shadow. That is good option. So you can say that we have somehow achieved this sort of visual, a beautiful visual, and you can easily compare. Actually, this is because if you set a goal, a target value over a month, and what actually you have achieved so far, the value, so you can easily compare date by date, how where are you lying right now in this current month. So you can expedite the things to gain, to get the target value at that month. So that is good. And you can see the trend also showing trend analysis for three different measures, comparison and trend within a single, you can say, single visual. So this was my second point, my second topic. The third topic is, if we want to show the number, month number instead of the month, March April in text. So how we can do it? So there is a new thing come. So we know we need to transform the data. So we will, when we will click the transform data, Power Query will be, query editor will be open. It's a very rich Power Query option, M Query, you can say. So I will click the this order date, because it is a hierarchy, and all the year and month hierarchy is available. So I will first duplicate this column, and after that I will transform into month and month. Now it shows the month number, and if I double click it, or If I double click, I can rename it. So I will put month space name. Okay, and after that there is an option close, apply and close. So I will, if I will click it, it will by default close and apply it. So you can say, you will see that the column will be available month name. Now it is summing up because it is a numeric value, so we will exclude the sum part and we will just say don't summarize it to bring it into the axis. So if I'll click this visual and I will clear out the shared axis, I will put the month name, and you can see that we have a month name on the axis. So that is all for this video. If you like it, subscribe and share it with your friends. Also, if you have any queries, you can comment out on the video section, on this video, below the video. If you like it, just click on the like button. Thanks so much. Allah Hafiz.